What's up, Dragon Brood? We are back with more Decklist, and this time we're taking a look at something kinda new, but not new, and we're just going to be adding stuff into it from the new set. So we're going to be taking a look at JUND Treasure and seeing if Kamigawa Neon Dynasty brought anything that's worthwhile to play with in this list. Spoiler alert, it actually did. So let's go take a look at what the new JUND Treasure deck lists look like. As always, you know I gotta tell you, please check out our partners over at shop.ultrapro.com. They do so much to support me and my stream team and so many other Magic content creators. So if you need to get stuff for your nerd gear, go show them some love because they have protective gear for everything, and they have D&D stuff, Pokemon stuff, anime stuff, board games. They have a whole selection of stuff over at Ultra Pro, so go check them out. Now, starting at the top of this list, we're playing with 4 Jaspera Sentinel just to kind of clean up our mana a little bit and have a little bit of extra reach because there are more dragons floating around right now. Then 3 Infernal Grasps because we wanted some actual real removal in here. I mean, we may not draw it that often, but we wanted to have something to fall back on if possible. Now, we do have 2 copies of Valky, and this is kind of more tenuous in this list than others because though it can be beneficial to play it early, we can generate enough mana to actually play this later. So kind of gotta be real judicious on when you decide you want to cast it in here. Then we have 3 Magda Brazen Outlaw. Should work well with Jaspera Sentinel as well as working with our Chariot. Just every time you tap it, you get to create treasure, and then we're using treasure for other things in this list. And like you saw with Valky, that gives us more mana to be able to cast that, so doing a little bit of everything. Same thing here can be said of Prosperous Innkeeper, though the Innkeeper's life gain actually can come in pretty handy here because we have a few ways to make extra bodies. Kalane, Reclusive Planer, not Reclusive. But anyway, this is a card that just lets you pump your team if you do actually spend treasure to play some of the cards. And since we have so many things with haste, that is an actual real big deal that could end up being pretty significant in these lists. So don't necessarily want to turn my nose up at that, but this is a very good play on turn 2 potentially. Now, Oni Cult Anvil is the first new card that we're adding to the list. And this is actually really interesting because one, it's not legendary, which means you can have multiples. If you do, well, whenever you remove an artifact or enchantment, or actually I say remove, it just has to leave the battlefield, whether you sacrifice it, it gets bounced, whatever, you get a 1/1 colorless construct artifact creature token. Now, this is actually pretty cool. Now, it can only trigger once each turn, so that's kind of a downside, but the fact that you still get multiple creatures is pretty cool. And then you can sacrifice an artifact, and then Oni Cult Anvil deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain 1 life. Now, if you read that, that doesn't say non-creature artifact, it just says artifact. So once you sacrifice a treasure, you make a 1/1, and now you can just sack a 1/1 every turn and keep damaging your opponent. Now, it only triggers once each turn to get you a new replacement body, so that's a thing. But if you have multiples, well, then they can each do it, and then it's really awesome. So anyway, something to think about in here that you're getting extra bodies to attack with and do damage, so this is actually pretty cool in this list. Then we're playing 2 Atsushi. This is one of the new dragons. It does have trample and flying, a 4/4 for 4. But the best part about this is we do like both death triggers. Being able to look at the top 2 cards of our library and play those until the end of our next turn, and making 3 treasures. There's times we'll actually use both of these. So, like this a lot. We have 3 Eska's Chariot because it's just a quality card to play in here. It's easy to cast. It works with several of our other cards. So, not much else to say there. Image Storm Predator. This is like the one card I'm kind of, I don't know, it feels like a dubious include if the world is going to still be full of so many exile effects, meat hook massacres, whatever. So I could see myself transitioning this to another card. I'm just not sure what I want that to be just yet. So for now, it's going to be 2 Immersturm Predator. Then we have 3 Alana Helena Partners, because this card's just absurdly good, making everything bigger, having First Strike, having Reach. Just does so much for 4 mana, so we love this card. And then, of course, we're playing Treasure, so we're going to be playing Goldspan Dragon, because why wouldn't we? Now, getting into the mana, we have 2 Shatterskull Smashing, 1 Mountain, 1 Sakinzen. This is just another way to produce a couple of bodies if we don't need the mana late. Beseju, we're playing 1, and this is just a catch-all to get rid of artifacts and enchantments. Maybe if we need to destroy a non-basic land, not something very likely we're going to do, but hey, we can in a pinch, and it's one more way to interact with the opponent. Playing 1 Forest, 1 Layer of the Hydra, 4 Blightstep Pathway, 3 Haunted Ridge, 4 Darkboar Pathway, 4 Crag Crown Pathway, and 2 Rockfall Veil. So for sure, we're going to play through the games, and then we're going to talk about what things we wanted to change after we play, because like I said, there's a couple of cards that we may want to switch up. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to play those games, and at the end of the games, we're going to talk about that, and we'll have a card spotlight for you. So we'll catch you on the other side. This is Sentinel into Magda into what is kind of the problem. Like, I almost need Sentinel to live so we can get at least 1 trigger off Magda to get a treasure. And then if we just draw a land, great. Why do I feel like this is going to get Fading Hoped? It's getting Fading Hoped. Oh, no, it didn't. What? I genuinely 100% thought that was getting a Fading Hope, y'all. I'm not even messing with you. I truly thought that's what was about to happen. Well, crap. I mean... do we assume that Magda's gonna get disruption? I mean, I guess we just go for it. Whatever. I think the best play is really to wait and try to play it next turn, but we'll see. Do you want to say I watch your content all the time? I've learned so much from your videos. Well, thank you so much for that. We are not attacking here. I don't know how this resolved at all. I am stunned right now. Seriously, y'all could have bet me any amount of money I would not have ended this turn with both of these creatures in play. And boy, would I have been wrong. All right. I mean, not the way I thought this was going to go down, but I'll take it. I mean, it's all right, I guess. Okay. Well, now they got red mana. Is this just some, like, Izzet Spells shenanigans? If so, it's probably best to try to get the Image Storm Predator, but I'm going to wait till we have a little more mana to work with. And then get red and tap this. So we can go ahead and play the Anvil. Alright. Let's see what the opponent wants to do. Because now if they wipe stuff out, we have mana to cast all our things. So, like, we're okay. Oh, really? Really? Well, I guess the good news is they're not really filtering their hand or anything here, making treasure. Do I want to make another 1/1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I have the mana, sure. Let's sacrifice one of these. Actually, draining their life isn't that important. I'll just make a 1/1 here. Yeah, that's fine. Just for pressure purposes. No other real reason. Alright, let's see what we could do with this. You know, and I have to say, like, as much as I don't like playing against these Izzet decks, because they feel kind of repetitive and boring, like, I am at least fine with them being around, because, like, there are people that enjoy that style of Magic, you know? And, like, it should exist for people who want it. Okay. What are we trying to do here? If we play this, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could still play Chariot. Yeah, okay, I guess. That's a thing, I suppose. Unless you want to kill this too. We will get green and tap this. By the way, I put this on red in case something goes sideways and we wanted to play like a Goldspan Dragon or something later. All right. And then we just attack, I guess, for one. Sure. I mean, like, you got me, opponent. Like, I don't know. Good news is, though, they put the card on the bottom of the library. All right. What are we doing? I mean, you could try to wipe the board here, and that would be reasonable. Oh, it looks like they're planning to off a few things. Oh, I don't mind that at all. I could play another chariot here, but I want to save that, actually. Oh, wait. Actually, if we did this first, and then we'd have 2 treasure plus that. We still end up with 1 treasure after this, but we get an extra life. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all right. Cool. Let's do that. I'm kind of into that. I mean, we get to attack for less, so, I mean, that's a thing, I guess. But let's go ahead and tap this. And then we'll play this. And then we'll also get to grow a predator, removing stuff from the opponent's yard. Probably a fading hope, so if they have one of those silly dudes that play stuff out of the yard, we don't have to deal with it. And then we'll attack. Copy this little duder. I guess I should be copying treasure, realistically, but whatever. Alright, opponent. Do your worst. Well, that's it. You know, I'll keep this. I'll keep this. I don't know if it turns into anything good or not, but we'll find out. I mean, if we get like, well, not that. I was just thinking, if we got like a Kalane or a Innkeeper into Halana and Lena, that would have been all right. But this is not going great to start with. Not gonna lie, not going great. I feel like whatever we play is gonna get fought here. So why don't we just do this? Because we're so far away from actually making this be a thing. Oh, they didn't have a fight spell. Well, hold up now. Things might be a-changing. We can also turn into a 3/4 and block some things. So, like, hold on. All right. This did not progress how I anticipated, but I ain't mad about it. Okay, well, we're at a point where I think we have to just try. I mean, you know, we don't really have to try with Magda here. We could just make this into a 3/4 and block next turn, right? All right. I think this is just a bad situation. We got a hand where we just had all the expensive half of the deck, so we're just hoping for the best here. All right, you get to attack with that. That's fine. Man, did this mean they picked up a... I bet they did, didn't they? All right, I'm a sucker anyway. Let's do it. If you got it, you got it. Oh, they didn't. I swear they would have had a +1/+1 counter there. I was just like, yeah, we'll just walk into it. Whatever. This has vigilance, right? Yeah, sweet. I'm in. All right, cool, cool. This is kind of a weird way to go about business, but here we are. I was gonna say, I dare you. like, come get it. I was ready. Oh, was I ever ready? Not like the battery. We have a rabbit battery now. Okay, this is a real decision-making situation here. We have 5 mana. We could attack, play the Goldspan Dragon. Opponent goes to 13, then they can attack with their Chariot. That'd be a 5/5. But if we play Halana and Alena, we just get to pump a thing and have a big blocker. I kind of like that better. So let's do that here first. And then that also lets us sit on some treasure for next turn. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll just make this Prowler really big, I guess. Not going to attack with it yet, because they would be able to potentially double block or trade or whatever, and that's not beneficial to us. Here, as a 5/6, we could still block this with no real concern. Yeah, we're not really worried about that, dude. That's fine. Yep. Yep. Well, opponent was like, fine, come bring it. Okay, well, I'll take 4, I guess. If you want to pump. I mean, I guess they finally found one. Oh, it's an inscription. All right, cool. That works. Oh, Atsushi. That's kind of cool. Now what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Use the treasure, get a treasure, get to play Atsushi. Then, man, okay. Wow, how do we want to do? I guess we could also just play Chariot. I feel like whatever I'm going to choose here is going to be the wrong answer. I feel like I have choices and none of them are good. We could just block with Hanana and Lena too, and that's not the worst thing. All right, let's do this. And then we'll play a dragon. I think I'm willing to gamble attack with dragon. Because, I mean, that puts the opponent at 11. I mean, we could just play Chariot too, though. Right? Because if we play Chariot here, this is going to be 6, 10, 11, 12. So, yeah, we're better off playing Chariot. And then just having all the blockers we need. Because nothing on their side has trample. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Oh no, it's a red and 7. That's like the worst thing. Oh, good job, opponent. Yep, that's gonna get us, y'all. Damn, so close.
But we also, the entire forest is in.
But you know what? I ain't gonna be mad. We did a lot with 3 lands. I'm okay with this. Like, if this is how it has to go down, this is just how it has to go down. I'm all right with that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Depending on what the opponent does here, we might still get an opening. Hold on a second. Hold on. Opponent's only at 11, right? This might still be a thing. Let's see. Let's say we chump block this. We chump this. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have to block all 3 things. All right, so that makes the Halana and Lena play not any good. So hold on a second. Well, we can't do that. We got to let the 2/2s through. All right. The opponent's at 11. Can we do this? They only have 1 blocker, right? You block that. That's 4. Nah, we just won't. We're a land short. No matter what we do, we're a land short of making this happen. I mean, we can block Alana Lena here, and then take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go to 2. And that gives us another... I think that'll let us, actually. All right. And then now the opponent can block that one. Oh, getting a land's actually pretty big here. Hold on. This is going to take a second, y'all. Like, all right, let them block that. Then you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coming through. That's not enough. We could play this. Tap these 2. Get this. So then there's... Yeah, but that's still not it. And we may not have enough. I don't think there's a way here. I'm just like going through the motions to make sure. We do make an extra treasure, but that's not going to be enough to count for anything. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. And unfortunately, we need some combination of either 8 or 9. Yeah, I don't think we can do enough. Like, they block here. Take 4. I'm assuming we make that 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, not enough. Close, but not quite. If this had haste or something, maybe only being 4, that could have probably helped us. But I don't think we have enough. Because I'm thinking if we just play that, tap that, still get in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait. Wait. Did I do my math wrong? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're exactly 11. Yep. Almost messed that up. Wow, I don't know how I was missing that, y'all. All right. Cool. Yep. That's it. Wow. Ooh. Oh, that feels so good. I think we have to keep this, right? And just hope we're playing against a creature deck. I mean, I don't love it, but I think that's our only real choice. Because we probably just play this tapped. And then play a turn 2 Innkeeper. And then that opens up the door for maybe Valky plus Infernal Grasp or something. I don't know. Are we actually playing against a Berserker deck? I mean, I see people try to pop up on ladder with those every once in a while. They're usually not great, to be honest. I've tried a few different types, and I can't make any of them work. Unfortunately, Berserker's got the short end of the stick in Kaldheim. No blacks. No, in the last game, pumping Atsushi wouldn't do enough because you need to tap the Atsushi to be able to crew the Chariot to have exactly enough damage to kill the opponent. And you don't get to crew until the start of the combat step. So I would have had to tap something else to do that. But then the extra 2 on the Atsushi doesn't allow lethal there, I don't believe. What are we up? Is this a combo-y thing? Maybe that's what it is, because this gives something haste. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what the opponent's up to. Just more of the same. Oh, a Maskwood Nexus. What the... Okay, then. I have no clue what's happening. Not even going to try to pretend. Like, I'm not even going to try to lie to y'all. I have no idea what's going on. This is weird. I don't even know what green's in there for, honestly. Oh. The hell? Why? Like, I don't... What's even... Alright, cool. You do you, opponent. I don't know what's happening here. Like, I am in a complete state of not even disbelief, just uncertainty, disarray, if you will. All right, well, we're going tack. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's some weird Maskwood Nexus combo here that I'm going to die to, but, you know, if the opponent gets it, they get it. Oh, got something to kill our chariot. Got your Boseiju. Grinning Ignus. All right. Back again. Sentinel. All right, so they got tons of mana, so they'll be able to play this probably and get something out of it. Oh, there we go. Now we get to start opening things up a little bit. Let's go ahead. I'm willing to trade my chariot. If you want to give up 2-3 of your dudes, I don't care. Like, at some point, we can't just wait around for them to get the combo or whatever. We got to just come after them. You can block here, double block here, you get that back. But if you have just an Ignus here... Actually, I'm not going to attack with the Valky because I don't know what part of the combo they want the Ignus for. And if they have to chump block with one here, I don't want to give them the other one. While we're trying to figure out their plan. Oh, they're not even blocking. What the hell? Okay, sure. Well, we do have a way to disrupt their combo with an Infernal Grass. And we know they don't have a way to protect a creature in their hand. So that's a bonus. Okay, so they're making a bunch of mana to be able to play Maskwood Nexus? Yeah, sure. I mean, like, what are we doing? Like, you're just recasting the same card. I mean, I guess they're just accepting they've lost here? Their storm count is at 3. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, okay. I mean, this hand feels pretty bad, honestly. I mean, we have all of our colors, but we just don't have any type of cohesive start here. We didn't get any of our 4-mana things. They can sacrifice that. Okay, they're not going to sacrifice it. They're just playing a Shambling Gas and an Eye Twitch. All right, cool. Well, we kind of see what we're up against here early. Go ahead and play a Kalane. And then Kalane gives us a couple of options next turn, maybe, if we want to play the Oni and something, if we want to just play the Chariot. Opponent does have some white mana here. I'm assuming this is just one of the mid-rangey control type decks. Nothing to write home about, I would imagine. I could be wrong, but what do we do here? We could play this on green and then play the Anvil and Jaspera Sentinel, which I kind of like. So let's go with that. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's do this. All right, and let's tap these two, and we'll play this. And then we'll just pass. I think that's fine. I mean, the problem here is we know the opponent will get access to a bunch more mana, a couple more cards, so we kind of have to decide what we want to block or not block from the opponent. Do we care that they're coming through and we're going to like 15? Like, you know, there's a lot of little questions we have to make the decision on now. Hey, Robert, how's it going? All right, opponent wants to banish/destroy up to one thing. If you control an artifact, all right, cool. That's an interesting card to see today. First time we've seen one of those. I mean, I guess we'll block one. I mean, sure. I mean, they can go search for a land or whatever. The thing is, though, I'm starting to become less concerned with their hand as things stand. All right, we're going to go ahead and play this because it makes sense too. I mean, I'm willing to gamble here. I don't think they have anything that's going to scare us too much. All right. Opponent takes a hit. All right, now we're kind of reset a little bit. We have the ability to play another dragon. We've got a chariot. We've got a few different things going on here. In case they do have some type of sweeper. Pest summoning's fine. We're not that concerned about that card here. Opponent's just like, whatever, we're going to keep attacking, boss. Opponent's trying to put me on notice. Now, the thing here is just like, do we want Chariot or do we want Goldspan Dragon? I think is the real question. I mean, we Goldspan here. We do make another 5/5. We get to attack for 10. The opponent would need 1, 2, 3. If that's a... I mean, I would assume if that's a Doomscar, they would have already foretold that. So I don't think that's a thing. So I'm willing to go ahead with this. I think this is fine. And then we attack with these two. And then before the opponent blocks, I think I'm willing to just... 1, 2, 3. If we just... Yeah, let's just tap these. And then I'm willing to shoot this. And then the opponent goes to 4. I mean, we're putting them on notice pretty serious here. And they have to kill 2 dragons. So, I mean, if they got a way to kill both of them, so be it. I mean, if they don't, that's ball game. So, we'll see. Hey, Dan. We did do a lot of streaming today. We're in hour 6. No, yeah, something like that of streaming. It's been a long day. And we have some more to do on Twitch tonight. What don't I like about ninjas? It's just nothing particular. It's just not my style of deck. That's all. What do we do here? I mean, we have all the right lands, sort of. I think... Not really sure. This feels like maybe we want a Valky. Oh, okay. Well, now that we know more of what we're playing against, I'm less enthused about playing the Valky there. Though Valky does still give us access to information. We can't undersell that, really. Let's go ahead and play this. Mostly because we play Magda and Magda dies, we'd feel a little silly. And if this gets bounced with, like, I don't know, Fading Hope, we at least get another treasure. Alright. Not to say there's still not a Fading Hope. There very well could be. But we need something better than just playing one of our 2-mana things here, for sure. Evolving Wilds. That's not something you see in those lists too much. I wonder if there's a necessary reason for them to play that. Because it's very peculiar otherwise. I don't know what to make of this. And we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. We almost have access to 7 mana. So maybe we just do our thing and not care. Maybe. We could also play the Anvil. I think we're just going to do this. If the opponent sweeps the board or something, meh. I guess they do, you know? This hand's not very good, truthfully. This is not a winning combination of cards for us right now. We needed to draw one of our hitters here, and we definitely did not. Sadly, Cinderclasm's just going to wipe our board. Like, we know the risk, but the only benefit really would have been just playing Valky to see their hand, but there's a chance, a small chance, we get to slip Valky through later as a big Tybalt, and I would rather take those odds. But there is no Cinderclasm here, so that's good news. Looks like this is going to be a Fading Hope, though. Yep. Because Unsummon was too good that we had to just go ahead and tack on more Scrying. Alright, let's see what we got here. Apparently there's something else they can play, but they're choosing not to. Really? Alright. What do we do with this information? This is a thing. I mean, do we just go ahead and try to Dragon? Because if they target it, we're just going to get treasure back anyway. So, sure. I feel like this is really kind of a no-loss situation. So, yeah. And then if they don't have an answer to Dragon, well, then they take 5. So, fine either way. Oh, so they're playing both Unsummon and Fading Hope. Alright, that's something to know. Alrighty then. We may end up just having to play this Valky just to see what's going on. Or maybe even taking a Hull Breaker from them, because sometimes that's like a real thing. Like, making it where they can't just easily get access to it is kind of nice. Alright, they're in on these Evolving Wilds and a bunch of basics. I wonder if they just don't have the other lands. Alright, what are we trying to do here? We know soon they're going to be at 7 mana. When 7 mana is the concern point. Really. If we play Dragon, that's less... I mean, we could get away with playing just Eska's Chariots. Alright, I think we're going to need this anyway at some point. I'm going to play Chariot. Oh, they don't even have a counter. What? You're kidding. Damn. We could have got away just playing the dragon here and then just played Valky next turn. Oh, no. I mean, technically, I guess we could just play this and then play Valky. Maybe they just have counters. Well, maybe they only counter creatures? Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, we still get to safely play Valky here, which is great, but this is weird, man. Alright, we're going all in, I guess. I mean, I can't justify not doing this right now, right? We'll get rid of that duder. And then we'll activate this. And we're getting in there. Alright, not how I thought this game was going to go at this stage, but here we are. Opponents at 12. We've got a Tybalt. We got a Dragon in hand. They've got a Ruin Crab, which makes sense now why they would have the Evolving Wilds. And there's their third one of the game. Yeah, alright. So I guess their plan was to mill us with a backup plan of... Well, that's not... I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. There's another Leer. Sure. Opponents at 12. We have Goldspan Dragon. We have... We could also play this and remove, I guess. They have a lot of unsummons and fading hopes over there. I mean, we do have an Infernal Grasp in our yard that they put there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, we could cast the Leer and then just play the Infernal Grasp. Honestly. That's actually amusing. All right, let's go ahead and plus Valky first. Or Tybalt, I guess it is now. We get a bonus land for sport, so that's cool. Let's, yeah. Let's play our Leer. Why not? And then we'll just use the one spell in our graveyard to kill their Leer, which seems weird, but hey, it's a thing we can do. Let's tap this and this. And then we'll attack. This is the most awkward way this deck has ever played. And I don't know how we're still in this. But I'm glad that we are. Because this is amazing to watch. Alright. I mean, we might still get milled out here. Who knows? Okay, we found another Infernal Grasp. Opponent's got 3 cards. I mean, we've got 36. And we have some pretty pricey things. So there's a good chance that... Do I even want to get another land here? I mean, I guess we do. Whatever. They're probably just trying to mill us anyway, get the most efficient situation here. Oh, well, now I don't know what their plan is. Yeah, I was going to say, I just exile that and attack. Play a dragon. Ooh, this was so close to being good, but it is so far away. Alright, we're gonna mulligan. This is... Oh, almost better. Well, we have 2 turns, though, to draw something here, right? So let's keep this. let's scrap this, I think. Because we're going to play Kalain anyway, and Kalain lets us either Halana, Lena, or Etsushi, so I'm fine with either. Kind of want to do Etsushi first, because if it dies, we get treasure, and then we can just use those treasure along with Kalain to play a Goldspan Dragon, which is pretty sexy, honestly. We get a pretty big old dragon if that happens. Or a really saucy Halana and Aleta if we get to keep the Kalain, actually. I mean, that could be pretty spicy too. Can you imagine using 4 treasure to play Halana and Aleta, getting those counters on something? That would be huge. I don't think we're going to, but man, that would be awesome. I mean, I don't know if you kill Kalain or not here. This is on the opponent. Like, I probably wouldn't save your removal for something better, but I don't know what something better is going to look like from their side. Okay, we still don't have any green mana. So now this is sort of decision time. This is, as they say, where the rubber meets the road. Do we believe that playing a Halana and a Lena would be more beneficial here as a 3-4 and then turning this into a 4-5? Or do we want to just play Etsushi so when Etsushi dies, we get access to something? I don't know what something is. Ah, man, this is... this is so tough. This is so tough. Like, if we draw a land, none of this really matters, and it's probably mostly fine. But if we don't, it's going to be very, very sad. I'm going to do this. I believe in Halana and Alena enough. This is what we're doing. We believe in the partners enough. All right, let's do it. Like, opponent's got to deal with 2 big hosses now. This is just the way we're going to ride. If we get a land, great. We get to use Etsushi, and then Etsushi gets a bonus, and life is good. If we don't, then life's going to be very hard. And that's just going to have to be what it is. All right, we didn't, but we did get a Kalain, which is kind of fine, sort of. Yeah, all right, we're just going to make a really big Kalain, I guess. I mean... If you don't block, you take 7, so whatever. We're going to play this. Or am I sure? Yes, because I want the treasure. I'm going to choose one that we wish to keep, which would be the bigger one. And then we'll end the turn. Not doing anything here because, I mean, yes, we could play Despair Sentinel and make sure we have mana next turn, but we could possibly also just draw a land and play Goldspan Dragon as well. Both would be very good here. Now the opponents... Oh, I was going to say going to equip, but now something gets indestructible as long as they control Kyodai. Great. So Halvar's now a 4/4 indestructible Duder, which will soon be equipped. Awesome. Things to know. He doesn't double strike or anything. He's just indestructible. All right, that's fine. We found a land. That's a thing to know. However, we'll put this into play tap. We're going to go ahead and play Atsushi because Atsushi represents lethal at this point. So we're going to give Atsushi a bonus. And we're coming in with all the peeps. I mean, can the opponent do 16 to us next turn? That's a real question. Because if this blocks, or I mean, if this gets equipped, then that would be 5, 10. I mean, they only have to get that to 8. It's possible we'd be dead. But this is going to attack for sure. This can attack for sure. I mean, if we just attack with everything, though, they lose the rabbit battery here, right? Because this is going to trample for 5, so they kind of have to block both of these. Maybe? Man, I don't know. I feel like this is a huge gamble here by not leaving Halana. But the thing is, are we going to block with Halana Lena? No. So opponent, whatever. If you got it, you got me. I'm willing to go down swinging. We just die, we die. That's just how we're rolling right now. We die, we die. All right. If you got the equipment, we're just dead. We're at 13 effectively. I mean, from that, so you have to find something that pumps your Halvar twice, right? Akiri doesn't do it. All right, that's it. Ooh, this is a reasonable and interesting start. So, yeah, let's keep this. Ooh. All right, well, now we want to do this. Just because we can still play this on 2 and play the Innkeeper if we want to, or if it makes sense for some reason that we'd want to play Kalane instead, we could do that. However, we didn't find any creatures that make that any better, so we're just going to go ahead and do this. And pass. The opponent might be off to a better start here. We'll see. It is good that we have 2 Infernal Grasp here, though, because this is an indicator that they're playing creatures of some kind, so maybe we get a little bit of a payoff here. Another Innkeeper. All right, that's not awesome. Yep. I mean, if they attack, we block, I guess. I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I'm like, I guess maybe we block. Valky. Is Valky worth playing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, we could get to 7 mana. This is a question of how realistic do I think it is we get to 7 and it resolves, because the opponent is playing blue, versus just using it to see something in their hand. And technically having a 4/3 creature if we wanted to. But I think we're just going to pass. Have a feeling there's going to be some bigger things we're going to need to get rid of. Whoa, Undead Butler. Oh, so is this what we're doing? Is this a Reanimator deck? We're going to need to be sitting on these Infernal Grass for real, y'all. What did we toss in the yard here? Just the teachings? Okay. Well, this is good information to have. And they haven't found a way to put something into their yard to reanimate. So that's kind of critical here, too. To the grand scheme of things. Anvil. Anvil might matter. Let's play that. I mean, we get to Valky next turn. 2, 4, 5, yeah, 6, 7. I guess no reason to do much of anything else here. We'll just pass. I mean, if they reanimate something here, we'll try to kill it. And then just Valky from there, I suppose. Or there's a Loth. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a thing we don't like. Not at all, actually. Fortunately, they're just drawing a card with it here. Because had they made the spiders, that would have been a bigger problem for us. So that's kind of a good thing. Because it means that now they can't easily just attack our Valky. Now, they could just have something to remove it with those colors, obviously. But I think we still got to go for it. I mean, we do get another blocker because of the Oni Cult. We get to exile a creature, or we get to plus. If we exile this thing, they don't really get anything for it. They don't get to put counters on Loth, which is nice. I kind of want to just plus against this opponent. Really. I'm just trying to think, like, what happens if we don't. But, I mean, we can kind of chump block across the board here. All right, I'm going to plus. I'm going to gamble a little bit. Well, we found another land, and we found a Vorinclex. That's a thing. All right. Sure. And that was a nice little pickup. So now if they do make the spiders, we can trample over into Loth, right? Because we can attack. No, because Loth would still get 3. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to do it. All right. I guess now they're looking for something to get rid of Tybalt. But, I mean, they're protecting against Vorinclex right now, too. So this is going to be a little bit of a weird game. I don't know if we're advantaged or not right now. The opponent has more cards. They have a way to draw cards. We technically have Tybalt that can get cards. The Oni Cult could result in us getting more dudes. So I don't know. Wait, whenever one or more artifacts you control leave the battlefield during... So wait, we can actually... Wait, this is an artifact. So we actually can lose this during our turn and still replace it? That's pretty cool. All right. That's a thing. Now they're going to make some 1/1s. All right. Or they're not going to make 1/1s. Okay. What do we want to do here? This is a weird situation because I don't know how aggressive we can get away with being here. I'm just going to plus again. Ooh, at sushi. All right. All right. Mill 3 cards, create a 1/1 spirit creature, put a +1/+1 on the backside. Whenever this attacks, choose one, exile target creature from your graveyard. When you do, put a +1, exile target non-creature card from your graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. All right. Well, this is something we can play if we want to. Don't know how much want to is, but we can. I think we're going to start with this. Oh, the opponent doesn't have a counter, y'all. At least it's not a creature counter. Oh, man. All right. Well, we can start doing things now. Like, now we know too much. We know too much. Now we can also sacrifice a creature, drain the opponent for 1. Is that not? Oh, that's just a token spirit. All right. And then that creates 1. Man, this thing's good. This thing's real good. No attacks. Oh, they did mill a creature, so they get another 1/1, gain some life. So we're going to do all this silliness for a while. All right. Is Tybalt going to get got here? Ooh, there's a meat hook. All right. Sure. However, though, we get a bunch of treasure, or we get the top 2 cards. I think I'm going to take treasure. Mostly because this allows me to play Vorinclex, and Vorinclex can shoot down a creature from the opponent. If they do, I'm assuming they're going to make spiders here. I'd be really surprised if they don't. Now, the neat thing is, if I minus Tybalt here, I get access to a lot of cards in the opponent's graveyard, which is super awesome. So, what do we get? Oh, but it's just Dina. Dina's not great. I need something better. I'm greedy. I want something better. All right, so this is whenever opponents dealt combat damage by 1 or more creatures. If that player lost less than 8, we lose up to 8. All right, cool. We take our turn. Wait, now we get to get their Loth, though? Heck yeah. Why would we not want that? Actually, wait. Hold on a second. Can we play this for 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, we'd be 1 short. No, but we get to add 3. Ooh. Ooh. So we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. This costs 6. This costs 5. We're going to have the other 3. So that's 11. We could do this. Oh my gosh. We have a lot of options here. And we're going to get an extra creature. All right. Let's go ahead and do it. We just get access to all this stuff all over again. All right, so we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6 for Vorinclex, 5 for... Yeah, that all works out. That's exactly how much mana we need. So we're going to go with this. We're going to get Vorinclex down. We're going to go ahead and play a Loth.
Show you what happens.
And then, do we minus Loth or not? I don't know what that answer is. Yeah, opponent gave up anyway. So overall, that played pretty well. Not necessarily like I expected, but did well, so I really like that. I think there's some things, though, from the old version I want to clean up about the new version. Like I said, Embersturm Predator, while good and being able to still remove stuff from graveyards, which is still relevant now, I think it is not quite what we want because of the so many sweepers being in standard right now, several of those exile cards. So we want to take a look at what we could replace that with, which I think is going to be a Reckless Stormseeker. However, that also brings up the other conversation of how much do we care about having Magda and Jaspera Sentinel in this list. I think Magda is actually pretty interesting since we can still make treasure and possibly go search out one of our dragons. However, I think the Jaspera Sentinel ends up being a little more contentious, I guess, since it ends up creating a little bit of weird spot on our mana, even though it doesn't hurt us, because if we have Jaspera Sentinel, we go a different way than we do if we have Kalane. But I think some people playing this list are not going to navigate that very well, and we can just eliminate that altogether, possibly by just making that a Rabbit Battery and seeing if maybe that works, or some other one mana thing. I mean, it could be Shambling Ghast or something like that, but I think it's going to be something I'll consider in putting into the final list. But otherwise, like I said, the deck actually played very well. We're just kind of nitpicking around the edges at this point because it had answers to a lot of things and held up against some of the top decks, so that was actually very good. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Aiden Oakenshield, partly because this is probably a card that a bunch of people have never heard of, and for good reason. It's only had one printing, the original Legends, so there's not many out there, and that means it carries about a $200 price tag, and I think at one point it was a little bit higher back in the day because it was one of the only quality JUND Legends you could play as a commander, and it's actually not bad. It's one of each JUND color, so a black, a red, and a green for a 1/2, and then you just pay the same cost and tap it to return a creature from your graveyard, because that's damn powerful. So yeah, I kind of get why it's expensive, and it's rare. But yeah, I thought because we're playing a JUND deck today, kind of a cool card to show everybody. Now, don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So if you ever want to come by and get help, especially right now, lots of people have questions, want to get help with different decks they're working on, come on by. Me and the Brood will definitely help you out with those. And if you would be so kind, consider becoming a member right here on the YouTube channel. For as little as 99 cents, you can support the channel every month and help me produce more content, and pay for an editor that I'm trying to finally get to help make it easier to do content, so I'm not doing it all myself. But even if you can't do that, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, if you can, share it with somebody who you think might be interested in it, because really the likes and the shares go a long way. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.